Hello and welcome back. In this final episode, we will be sharing the last steps of our journey and how we continued. But this is the final episode in this season, and then we'll be jumping into season 2. But before we do that, let's dive into what finally happened. So we had then moved from Cindy to friends of ours, and we were staying there helping with the land clearing project, and during that time while we were processing papers for a purchase of a property. And that's where our journey continues, so let's dive right in. So here we are again in our last setup, and this was actually at extreme hot Portugal summer. So everything has dried out. Well, the grass has dried out. Very dusty ground. This was our little setup that we had here. So we had a little mimosa forest, lots of privacy, and it was just amazing being here and being part of this beautiful project. So big thanks to Leaf and Noelia for letting us stay here and being part of this beautiful place. So every time we moved, our setup would just get bigger and bigger. And this was actually one of the best setups. So every time we have moved, because here we had a covered roof outside, and it was more easier, especially during this heat, because it was really sometimes in the afternoon unbearable to walk outside, so you were really happy to have that extra shade. So this is my little setup, our little garden that we had, a mobile garden that always came with. Here at the back, we had more stuff, more storage place, bikes, and there was some crates, a lot of unpacking still to do. But this was kind of the setup that we had there. This beautiful mimosa forest, small little forest. This was our everyday walkthrough to go to the horses. So once we had our setup going on, Angelo then left for Switzerland to go and work, and I stayed looking after the horses and maintaining everything. It was so beautiful here, but it was so hot, and this was my first summer in Portugal, and it was kind of a number. So I was really hoping for like a few drops of rain, and it would look like that sometimes, but it actually didn't, until one day it did.
It's raining, woohoo! It's raining, woohoo! Look, it's raining, Angie. Look, it's raining. All the rain. It's raining, but it's stopping. We want more rain.
So after the fire had been raging for days, I think it was 9 days, 8 days, I'm not quite sure of the number, but it was a couple of days, I decided to go and see both of the properties that we were interested in, and both properties neighbors had bought. So then after the fire, they had actually raged through the place, told us we could have the property for a cheaper price, but we weren't interested in the property anymore. And this was the road to the first property, and the last time we saw it, it was lush green, very beautiful. So I just had to go and see what the fire had done to the place, and it was very heartbreaking to see the place look like that, because we were really interested in the property. Even though the road was very long and quite a little bit hard going, but we were still very interested in the property. And after we didn't get it, we were very happy, because while we were still there, before the decision had been made, I kept telling Angelo, I see a fire coming, but that it would be this massive, I didn't think so. So under all these raging circumstances of fires, we decided to relocate our search. So we then went to go and see a property in Castelo, and at first I wasn't so happy with the road, but then went home, slept over it, went to go see some other properties, and then finally made a decision. So then we got the paperwork going, and 2 months later, because it takes 2 months to process the papers, then the letters have to go to the neighbors, and the neighbor then says if you will enforce his first right of refusal, and no one was interested in the property, so we had land. welcome. And here starts our property and goes down. Got some big beautiful trees. And this is also ours, so we have a public road running through, which I'm planning on moving to the boundary. So all those nice trees that you can see, all those trees belong to the property. And this side also, I think you can see the stone wall. This is the small area, and then it goes down the road right up to the wall. Here's the big beautiful tree where we plan to put the camper. We've already made ourselves a little spot, loaded off some stuff that we don't need. Here's a little chilling spot. So now we go down. So this was our first attempt for getting water, and our drill just didn't cut out the hard stone. Started overheating and lots of rubbish. So we decided, instead of carrying on, we decided to get another one in. This one is roughly like about, with the dirt above it, about a meter, not even. And the ground was so solid. This is where they used to hunt. This is why it looks like this. So he would have his chair up there and then put the grain down there and shoot them. Poor animals. We've got beautiful deer, massive deer, big trees, nice and big and beautiful trees. I go this way. So now we go see the second well, that's actually, it's almost 4 meters, I think. Which way? This way. Go find the water. Here we got us some shade. This is Angelo. And this is all we've been digging out last few days. And whew, it's deep. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. This water well was planned as a backup in summer. So not really for the rainy season,